Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to talk about organic soaps. Okay, I'm going to be doing a black soap review in this video, but not just black soap, everything required to make your black soap. That's what I'm going to talk about in this video. So basically we are going to be talking about organic soaps in this video, both organic and not organic, the soap base that you'll be needing for your black soap formulation, what each of these soaps do. If you want to make organic soap, sometimes you can use just the pure black soap to make your organic soap. Other times you may want to boost your black soap, you may want to boost it to have it work very fast, to have it work effectively on the skin. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. But first, you guys, before I get started, if you have not subscribed here, go ahead and do that. Click on that subscribe button you're seeing down there and be part of what is happening here. Support me, help me grow again by subscribing here, and also turn on your bell icon so that whenever I post new videos on this channel, you'll be the first person to get notified. Also, make sure you like this video, and then you can help me share as well if you want to. Thank you so much. Now let's get started. The very first one I'll be talking about is the African black soap, which is like the main thing when it has to do with black soap formulation. So if you want to formulate your black soap, of course it is black soap you're making, so you need the black soap as the base. So black soap on its own, African black soap or Ghana black soap as we call it, is very nice, and then one of those popular, very popular soaps that we have out there. And then this is what it looks like on the screen. Black soap is something that you can easily find. This soap is not expensive at all. It used to be around 500 naira. I mean our Nigerian naira, it used to be 500 naira, and then it moved from 500 to 600, and then it moved from 600 to 700, and I don't know if it is more than 700 now. Anyways, from where I buy, right, I buy for 700 naira, and then I know that a lot of places out there may be selling even more than 700. And then there are still places that you can buy black soap for 500 naira. Yes, we still have places that you can buy black soap 500 naira, and then it comes in 500 grams. Mostly it usually comes in 500 grams, but if you are lucky you can buy the one that weighs more than 500 grams. Now this soap is both locally and internationally known, and then this particular soap can be used on its own, although this soap can be dried on the skin. But if you don't have the strength to like mix anything into your soap, people use this on its own, especially to clear acne. Okay, so one of the benefits of black soap, African black soap, is that it helps to clear pimples. Okay, now this soap, the reason why I wouldn't advise people to use it all the time just like that on the skin is because it can be drying. It can be drying, and also it has a very high pH level. So if you want to mix it, it is better, because after mixing you may want to reduce it a little bit if you want to. Now some persons use this on its own, like just the black soap, and it works very well for them. And then we have Nigerian black soap, and we also have the Ghana black soap. I prefer to use the Ghana black soap. My reason is because the Ghana black soap tends to be smoother, and then also it is softer than the normal Nigerian black soap. Now Nigerian black soap, to differentiate between the Ghana black soap and the Nigerian black soap, right? Ghana black soap is usually mostly wrapped in this carton color paper, whereas the Nigerian black soap is usually and mostly wrapped in a white paper. Now if you look at the texture of the two soaps, then you'll notice that the Nigerian black soap tends to be harder, like it is stronger than the Ghana black soap. And apart from that, right, if you are grating these soaps to maybe you want to formulate it and you're grating it to melt it, you notice that the Nigerian black soap has a lot of stones inside of it. It has a lot of stones, but the Ghana black soap tends to be smooth, right? And then also most of the Nigerian black soap usually comes in powder form. So when you buy, we have, you know, for people who don't know, there is this powder black soap, and then we have this other one that is molded, right? So any one of these, I prefer to use the Ghana black soap. I prefer to use Ghana black soap, not because Nigerian black soap is not good, but that is just what I prefer. And the reason is because it is smooth, very smooth, and easy to work with as well. Now you guys, that's that. for the black soap. And then I told you guys that the benefit of black soap is that it clears pimples. Not just that, black soap also help with stretch marks, right? But that is not when you're using it alone. When you're using black soap alongside shea butter, like after using the black soap, you now use shea butter to apply it on it. With time, it tends to fade your stretch marks. Okay, so that's that for the African black soap. Let's move on to the next one that I have on my list. The next one I have here is the white soap, which is a Ghana white soap. Ghana white soap, this is what it looks like up here. For people who have been following me for a very long time, you guys already know most of these soaps, right? Now this is a kind of an updated black soap review video. Okay, so the Ghana white soap, it is also known as white ash soap. Ash, not hash. Ash, that is A-S-H, not H-A-R-O-S-H, right? But in time past, I thought that what people meant was hash, because if you go to buy this soap, then if I want to go and buy this soap, they always call it white hash soap, white hash soap. And I was like, is it hash? Like, is it because this soap is hash? Not knowing that these people are just, it's not hash. And a lot of persons, like when they hear white hash soap, people now think that the soap is hash, like they are actually calling it white hash soap. But it is not hash soap, it is ash, A-S-H. Maybe because it was made with ashes. Okay, so it is white ash soap. And then this soap tends to be the milder form of the African black soap, the milder form of the black soap, the real black soap that you know. Now this white soap tends to lighten the skin a little bit, not much. Unlike the Ghana black soap does not lighten the skin. That's the truth about it. If you're using Ghana black soap, do not expect anything like lightening effects from it. The only way you have to make your black soap active, let's say you're expecting a lightening effect from it, is by activating it with some other thing. I told you guys that the black soap is a bit drying, not even a bit. The black soap is drying on the skin. Like it makes your skin dry. Ghana white soap does not do that, right? This is the difference between the white soap and the black soap. This Ghana white soap helps to lighten the skin a little bit, helps to moisturize the skin, and it is not even on a pricey side. It comes in this very white balls you're seeing right here, and then it has about 7, 6 or 5 of it in one nylon, and this is sold for 500 naira. In some places, like people who are in Lagos, they can get it for like 300 naira. Yes, it is not expensive at all. And then you can mix this soap with your Ghana black soap if you want to make your black soap, right? You can get some of the white soap, add to some of the black soap, and it forms a soap base for your soap formulation. So the next one I'll be talking about is the Mulatto soap base. Mulatto soap base is not an organic soap. That is the truth of the matter. Mulatto soap base is not an organic soap. As a matter of fact, mulatto soap is not an organic soap. We're going to talk about that in my subsequent videos, right? Now, mulatto soap base is one soap you can add to your black soap to activate it. Okay, if you want to boost the effectiveness of your black soap, you can add mulatto soap base to it and have it work very fast. Now, this is what mulatto soap base looks up here. It goes for about 2,000 naira or 2,500 naira. Yes, about 2,000 or 2,500 naira, but it is not a must to get the entire pack, right? If you want to buy just a quarter of it, or you want to buy 500 grams of it, they can actually give you parts for a lesser amount. Mulatto soap base helps to lighten the skin. It helps to like give you some shades lighter. If you want to like tone up your skin, then you can add this particular soap base into your black soap to activate it to work to your own taste. Okay, because ordinarily black soap alone does not lighten the skin. The next one I'll be talking about is the 3 days whitening bars. Now the 3 days whitening bars comes in small bars like this very one you're seeing right here, green in color, and then this soap helps to lighten up the skin. Apart from lightening up the skin, this soap is also good for stretch marks. Okay, now it is not 3 days whitening soap, like the name implies, it does not whiten the skin in 3 days. It does not. Okay, I don't even know why they gave it that name, because it doesn't lighten the skin even that fast. It's something that just takes time, or let me just put that it glows up the skin, like it just tones you up a little bit. Okay, now the 3 days whitening soap is one soap that can actually incorporate into your black soap to have it work very, very fast, but not as fast as 3 days, because it does not whiten the skin in 3 days. And then this one also comes like small balls like this, and then it has about 10 of it or more in one nylon. And then some places they sell this for 500 naira, some places they sell it for 600 naira, some other places they sell this for 300 naira. Like those in, like when it comes to price, right, it differs according to location, like I would always say. Okay, the next one is the AntiPimple soap. AntiPimple soap is a very, very nice soap that helps to take care of pimples. If you're making pimple soap, or even if you're just making your black soap just like that, you can add AntiPimple soap to it, and it works very, very well. Yeah, it works very, very well, but it's not something that you can make on its own. Like you want to make a pimple soap and then you're using only AntiPimple soap to make it. No, you don't do it that way. Most of these soaps, you don't use them alone, right? You use them alongside another soap. Just like you just mix them with another soap, like the black soap. Okay, so the AntiPimple soap is just like the 3 days whitening balls. The difference is that the other one is for lightening, this one is for pimples, and another difference is that the other one is green color, this one is ash color or white color. Yeah, this is how it looks like. And it also comes about 10 in one nylon. Yeah, 10 balls in one nylon, the same number with the 3 days whitening soap. Okay, so that's that one. Another soap is the Ozone soap. The Ozone soap is a whitening soap and a lightening soap. It all depends on how you are using it. Okay, it comes in different colors. We have the green one, the yellow one, the pink one, blue. Yeah, we have different kinds of Ozone soap. Maybe in my subsequent videos I'm going to talk about all of them, but in this very video I'll just talk about the pink Ozone and the yellow Ozone soap. Now the yellow Ozone soap is the one I prefer to use, mostly because I feel like the yellow is not as too whitening as the pink one. A lot of persons say that the yellow one is the one that whitens the skin, like the yellow one is harsh and the pink one is mild, but that is not my own opinion, right? Because I have used both soaps, and then I can say that I prefer to use the yellow soap when I am making like a glow soap or a lightening soap. And then if I'm making whitening soap, I can now use the pink one, because I feel like the pink one is more active. Not active per se anyways, but I feel that the pink one is for whitening, then the yellow one is for glow and lightening. And then when it comes to the glow, lightening or whitening, however you want to put it, I also have this opinion that it all depends on the amount of this soap that you're adding into your black soap formulation. Yes, if you add a little amount of it, it is going to be mild on the skin. It is not going to be too active, like too whitening. And then if you increase the amount, then it is going to be, you know, yeah. Now if you want to use this Ozone soap, I would advise you don't use more than 15%. Now when you use 15% of Ozone soap in your formulation, right, it's going to be very, very active. It's going to work. A lot of persons don't know that there is actually a percentage usage for this particular Ozone soap. You're supposed to use like 15% of it when you want to get the maximum effect from this very soap. You can use less if you don't want too much of it. If you don't want it to be too active in your formulation, you can use less. You can use as low as 5%. In fact, you will notice that you have Ozone soap there. You can use as low as 10%. But if you want to have the maximum benefit of this particular soap, then you should use up to 15% of it. Okay, now in as much as you want to use 15% of your Ozone soap, you don't use this Ozone soap more than the amount of black soap or the amount of other soaps put together that you're using in a particular formulation, right? And you don't use this ozone soap alone on your skin, because a lot of persons, when they see that okay, this thing is working, they want to use it alone, like let it just work directly on my skin. No, you don't do that. Okay, it is not that, it's not something you use directly on your skin like alone. No, you have to like dilute it. The reason why you have to mix it up with other soaps is to like calm it down a little bit, dilute it, and have it work better for your skin, and have it work very well and better for your skin. So the black soap and other soap bases that you are supposed to use is supposed to be more than the ozone soap that you're using, right? So now let's say that you want to make a soap and the percentage that you want for your soap base is 60%. Out of the 60%, now you're giving 15% to ozone soap, you're giving the other one to the other soaps that you're using. And then do not forget that the black soap should be much in that formulation you're making. In my subsequent videos, I'm going to give percentage in what I do when I want to use a soap base for about 60% or 55% or 50%. I'll tell you guys each, like how many percentage of each of these soaps I add into my formulation. Next one, and I think that's the last one I'll talk about in this particular video, and then in my next video I'm going to talk about more. I don't want this one to be too long. That's the 3D soap, the 3D whitening soap. It also has different colors. I'll talk about it in my next video in detail. Now this soap helps to lighten the skin, it also helps to whiten the skin. It's just like the ozone soap, and then it has some that is very, very good for stretch marks. I'm going to bring it in details in my next video. Some is good for stretch marks, dark spots and stuff like that. Yes, and this soap is very, very affordable, and then it is sold for about 300 or 400 naira per one, depending on where you're buying from. And also the ozone soap is sold for like 300, 500, 600, depending on where you're buying from as well. Okay guys, so that's basically for this particular video. I don't want this to be too long. I just checked my time and I have it is long, it's long. I don't want it to be too long. Okay, so in my next video, my subsequent videos, I'm going to bring you details of the other soaps that I did not talk about, and other ones that you are yet to know about and how to use them. Okay, so please, if you haven't subscribed, once again go ahead and do that. Click on it, and also like this video, turn on your notification bell so that when next I post on this channel, you'll be notified. Thanks a whole lot for watching. I'll see you in my next video.